Now here it is. This is God who is speaking. Let there be light. Let there be this. Let there be a firmament. Let there be. He's speaking and making everything. In the moment that he said, let us make man in our image and likeness, man was created. But then later it says man was formed. Before we get to where man was formed, Adam, watch this, ladies. You didn't begin when he pulled the rib out of Adam. You were formed there. The Bible says he made them, male and female, and called their name Adam, before Adam was formed. So now that takes us back to Jeremiah. Before I formed you in your mother's womb, I knew you. So in other words, God made man as a spirit first. That's the thing we have to know. So number one, you were made as a spirit first. So before man was given a body, you were made in the spirit realm. You existed in the spirit realm. Then God forms Adam from the dirt. In other words, gave Adam a body. Then God gives Eve a body by taking the rib of Adam. But here's a unique question. So what this reveals, it says that we'll be presented to God blameless. It says body, soul, and spirit. So this reveals that me and you have three parts. But this is the thing I want you to see. Each part has a different function. Each part of you has a different function. Now, we're most familiar with our physical bodies. We have a lot of understanding of our physical bodies. But then you have these other two parts of you, the soul and the spirit. Now, I want you to understand something about the soul, okay? Because the soul has been almost taught as if it's demonic in the church. But we had to remember God made the soul. So the soul is not demonic. It just depends on the reality you live by. So watch this. So first, what does the soul do? We know what the body does. What does the soul do? I want you to think of the soul as a processor. I want to explain to you what I mean. You have your what? Will, emotions, and then what else? The mind. That's what the soul consists of. The will, the emotions, and the mind. Now, when God deals with me and you, he deals with us spirit to spirit. Okay? He deals with us spirit to spirit. The Bible says that the spirit of man is the candle of God. Candle represents like revelation, illumination, enlightening. Taking us back to Ephesians 1, enlighten the eyes of my heart. What eyes are that? My spiritual eyes. So in other words, your spirit was designed to receive revelation. So when God talks to you, he doesn't talk to your body, and he actually doesn't talk to your soul. He talks to your spirit. But here's the thing. Whatever he says to you has to be processed through the soul. If you have a traumatic experience, what happens? It's processed through the soul. So whether it's natural or whether it's spiritual, it has to be processed through the soul. That's the function of the soul. To process it through the mind, the emotions, and then to be carried out by your will. Whether it's spiritual, whether it's in the natural, no matter what the case is, it's always the same. It's just a processor. Here's the problem though. The main part of you that God deals with in the book of in the book of Genesis, died. Adam, the moment you eat from this tree, you will do what? Die. Now, we know he is physically still standing there. But here's the problem. The part of him that God deals with the most died. Now, think about this. That answers the question about why he said, Adam, where are you? Adam was no longer in the spirit realm. God had to come out of the spirit, come into the garden in the natural realm just to interact with Adam now. Because Adam was no longer in the spirit realm. Are y'all seeing this? Adam, where are you? He was not in the spirit anymore because that part of him died. And so watch this. So in other words, man was left to live their life by their soul and body. So when me and you are born again, What's actually happening is the part of you that is most like God is being reawakened. The part of you that is most like God is being reawakened. What was lost in Genesis is now being restored.